بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها والله سميع عليم الله ولي الذين آمنوا يخرجهم من الظلمات إلى النور والذين كفروا أولياؤهم الطاغوت يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون.
والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه. Oh Allah, show us the truth as it is and give us the blessing of following it. وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه, and show us falsehood as it is and give us the blessing of avoiding it. Ameen, ameen. Today inshallah we're going to look into the issue of angels in Islam. What does Islam say about angels? Of course it is 1/6 of Iman to believe in the angels. The Prophet ﷺ said as in the famous hadith of Jibreel, in response to his question, what is Iman? He said it is to believe in Allah and His angels and His books and His messengers and the last day. In some narrations he included al-Qadr, khayrihi wa sharrihi, hullihi wa murrihi. What we are about to discuss is angels. The angels in Arabic are called al-Malaika. This is the plural of a malak. We can also call them al-Malaik. This word al-Malaika comes from the root word aluka. Aluka means a message. So in the Arabic language, the name for angels equals messengers of God. How can we define angels? There is this definition in Arabic that I have written. Inshallah we will try to translate it and make it easier to understand. مخلوقات نورانية. The angels are beings of light. أعطيت تكريمات وصفات وقدرات ومهمات. Malaika are beings of light which were given honor, attributes, abilities and tasks. لا يجوز منها الكفر والشرك والعصيان. It is impossible for them to fall into kufr, disbelief, shirk, idolatry, and asyan, disobedience. مسكنها السماء. They live in the sky. وعدتها معلومة للمولى عز وجل وحده, and the numbers are only known to Allah عز وجل alone. الإيمان بهم جملة وتفصيلا واجب. It is compulsory to believe in them. We said مخلوقات, beings. Allah عز وجل created the angels before us. We know from Surah Al-Baqarah that Allah Azza wa Jal spoke to the angels about creating a Khalifa, a substitute on earth, meaning Adam. So they existed before human beings. خُلِقَتْ مِن نُور. They were created of light. In Sahih Muslim, on the authority of Aisha, Prophet ﷺ tells us خُلِقَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ مِن نُور. The angels were created of light. وَالْخُلِقَ الْجَانُ مِن نَار. And the jinn were created of fire. وَخُلِقَ آدَمُ مِمَّا ذُكِرَ لَكُمْ. And Adam was created from that which was described to you, meaning clay. So Allah Azza wa Jalla created him from light. Light itself is really still undefined in modern science. We do not really know whether light is a wave or a particle or both. لهم مكانة عند ربهم. Allah Azza wa Jalla has given them honor. Allah Azza wa Jalla made them the witnesses to the greatest truth in the universe, the oneness and the uniqueness of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, Shahid Allah, Allah bore witness, an la ilaha illahu, that there is no God worthy of worship except Him, wal malaika, and the angels have done so as well. Allah Azza wa Jalla called them ibadun mukramun. They are honored servants. Subhanallah, in Arabic the word ibadah is from Asma'ul Ardad. In Arabic, this may be a unique attribute of Arabic. Some words mean one meaning and the opposite of that meaning. So in Arabic, for example, qur' can mean impurity and purity in regards to menstruation. Wara' behind can mean in front of and behind. Kana wara'ahu malikun, etc., etc. So this word ibadah means both to be humiliated and to be honored. This is a hint that he who achieves ibadah is achieving honor. Allah Azza wa Jalla, when talking about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the most honorable of states, in Isra, for example, in regards to the journey in which he was taken sallallahu alaihi wasallam to Jerusalem and back, he said, Subhanalladhi asra bi'abdihi, exalted be the one who took his slave during the night. In the most honorable of states, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Quran is called Abduna. وَأَنَّهُ لَمَّا قَامَ عَبْدُ اللَّهِ يَدْعُوهُ. And when the slave of Allah stood up to call to him, so this is the maqam of da'wah, this is the maqam of calling to Allah Azza wa Jalla. So Allah Azza wa Jalla called the malaika ibadul mukramun, honored slaves, honored servants, because the more slavery you give to Allah Azza wa Jalla, the more submission you show in regards to Allah Azza wa Jalla, the more honor you achieve. Utiyat sifatihim, the angels have certain attributes. Allah Azza wa Jalla called them Ghiladun Shidad, powerful, able. Allah Azza wa Jalla called Jibreel alayhi salam, we will do mirror. He has beauty. Allah Azza wa Jalla gave them great beauty, these angels. Even as we will see, they have this power of metamorphosis. They can change shape. Even the shapes they take are very beautiful. And it seems that this is not purely theological. I mean, just the way people imagine angels. And angels are present in most civilizations, most cultures. And the way they picture them is always beautiful. When Yusuf alayhi salam came out of hiding and the women in the palace of Al-Aziz saw him, they did not believe he was a human being, and they said, this is an angel. In hada illa malakun kareem. Because they did have this innate knowledge that angels can only be beautiful. And they are. They are also very powerful. Jabir radiallahu anhu says that he was permitted to tell of an angel. This angel, the distance between his earlobe and his shoulder is 500 years. In that this distance between his earlobe to his shoulder can only be traveled in 500 years. Of course, the hadith of Jabir was made authentic by many ulama. One of them is Ibn Hajar. The Prophet ﷺ saw Jibreel twice. He saw him straight after the first revelation was given to him, and he saw him another time, nazlatan ukhra, as in Surah Al-Najm. in the journey towards the heavens. And in both sights, the first one, he saw him, and the Prophet ﷺ said that Sadd al-Ufuq, that Jibreel has blocked the horizon. Imagine something that is so gigantic that you cannot see the horizon. Of course, the Prophet ﷺ was in the desert, so the horizon pretty much everywhere. However, Jibreel alayhi salam blocked the horizon. He had 600 wings. In one riwayah, يسقط منها التهاويل, that every time he moved his wings, jewels and pearls and rubies would fall from his wings. The Prophet ﷺ said, رأيته منهبطا من السماء, I saw him coming down from the heavens. سادا عظم خلقه ما بين السماء والأرض. He blocked the horizon. 600 wings. 600 wings. I do not have any proof for this, but I do feel, and again, this is not me claiming anything in the deen without proof, أعوذ بالله من ذلك, but it's just that the way Allah Azza wa Jalla spoke about the wings of the angels is that you kind of get the feel that the more wings they have, the closest they are to Allah Azza wa Jalla. It's like the more honor they are given, the more wings they have. Jibreel alayhi salam had 600 wings. The Malaika are different from us in many ways. One of them is that they do not eat and they do not drink. In the Quran, when Allah Azza wa Jalla described the guests of Ibrahim alayhi salam received guests who were on the way to Sodom, village of Lot alayhi salam. They were in human form, in the form of, again, beautiful young men. He received them with his known generosity. He gave them a large calf. In the Quran it was described as a succulent fat calf that he roasted for them. And because they did not eat, of course, still in the Middle East and some parts of North Africa and some parts of the world, if the host gives food to the guest and the guest does not eat, this was not a good sign. Until now, the Arabs say, between me and him there is khubz al-milh, there is bread and salt, meaning that if someone eats your food, he is most likely not going to harm you afterwards. This was an honor kind of silent agreement, that if you eat my food, you're not going to go around and harm me or disgrace me in any way, which is exactly what's happening in the world today. Shirk. Allah Azza wa Jalla called shirk in the Quran, إِنَّ الشِّرْكَ لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. Shirk is